Maurice Hooker went down in the 6th. And ultimately, very interesting end of the fight there. But Vergil looked great, man, even though he got hit. A lot of people were, criticizing the fact that he ended up bruised. He had some bumps and bruises on his face. But I thought it was a great outing by Vergil Ortiz, man. I thought his defense was actually pretty good, too. I mean, Maurice Hooker, the reason I had predicted 8 to 9 rounds is because he's a very tall fighter, and he has a decent amount of power as well. So it's not just a guy you're going to run over and knock out in a few rounds. He did well to survive. He took those huge body punches and, a lot of times grimacing, but still kept punching. And he touched up Vergil a little bit, but I did like Vergil's defense, man. I did like his defense, his waist movement, especially because he was coming forward at all times.
Yeah, see, with me, like I felt he got touched more than he should have, but that just shows how good he is. Because there's still room for improvement on the defensive end. I think offense-wise, he's sound. He's good. He's got so many tools, and there's still I feel like there's still tools that we haven't seen. But on defensive end, I feel like he can still improve. I know you were happy with it. I feel like he got touched a little more than we expected, or he bruises easily. But there's still room for improvement on that end. So that just kind of shows you how much better of a fighter he can become. But not surprised with the knockout. I thought it was gonna come sooner for a second there, but Maurice Hooker, there were some rounds where he really fought well. I would say he even took maybe two rounds off of for Vergil, and that was a good learning experience for the young man.
You're being too nice now, man.
But now Hooker, rangy, tall, using that length. It was a good learning experience for Vergil, getting some rounds in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I don't think he got touched more than normal. He's fighting against a very good fighter, very tall. I mean, he definitely had the reach advantage and someone who was there to fight. Even when he was taking the big punches, he was fighting back. So I'm not mad at that, especially because Vergil is an all-action type of fighter. He was coming forward at all times, taking many, many risks. And definitely he was getting hit with clean punches, but it looked like they weren't bothering him enough for him to change that style. I mean, he was fighting at a pace of 90 to 100 from round 1. So, I'm not mad at that, man. I think, obviously, if he decides to box and move around the ring a little more, perhaps make it a little more boring for the fans, of course, he would have not got hit as much as he did, but I commend him for that, for his style.
Yeah, man, 17 fights, 17 knockouts, 100% knockout ratio, man. That's insane. 23 years young. There was 2 other welterweights in that building. 2 guys that might not even fight each other, but they were there to see the next. Who
cares about them? Who cares about them, man?
The next great possible welterweight. Man, how soon do you put them in with those guys?